How to help your kids love tech while living healthy. Hey everyone, today I want to share something that I think every parent wrestles with. How to help our kids use electronic devices in a way that's reasonable. Technology brings so many amazing things. But if we don't manage it well, it can throw our kids' lives out of balance. I came across an article from a parenting expert, and I really want to retell it to you in my own words. With all my heartfelt emotions. Like I'm chatting with a friend. I hope these tips will help you find ways to let your kids enjoy tech while staying healthy and happy. First off, let me highlight the key points that really struck me. Using devices isn't a bad thing. It can actually be part of a healthy lifestyle as long as it's balanced with other activities like sports, creativity, reading, or family time. To make that happen, we need clear rules, breaks after screen time, encouragement for play and movement, and a strict no-device rule before bed. It sounds simple, but when I started applying these ideas, I saw a real difference in how my kids live each day. Now, let's dive deeper into each part so you can picture it better. Screen time can be your kid's friend. Guys, I truly believe technology doesn't have to be the enemy. It can totally fit into a healthy life for our kids if we find the right balance. I've noticed that when my kids get to play outside, move around, read books, or chat with people around them, the time they spend on screens doesn't feel like such a big deal anymore. The key is helping them mix device time with other good stuff. And one thing I've really paid attention to is their sleep. If they're on devices too much, especially before bed, it messes with their rest. I've seen my kid tossing and turning just because they were glued to a video. And it broke my heart. Tips to balance tech time for your kids. Now, I'll walk you through some practical ways I've found to keep my kids from getting lost in the digital world. They're simple ideas, but doing them with my kids has made such a difference. Set rules, but make it a team effort. Have you ever felt exhausted from nagging your kids to put down their phones? I've been there, and I realized that instead of complaining, I needed to sit down with them and set some family rules. For example, at our house, devices only stay in the living room, no sneaking them into bedrooms. We save TV time for after homework or chores. And during meals, screens are off. I've also shown them how to use phones for learning, like looking up info, not just gaming. Plus, I teach them to stay safe online, like checking privacy settings to avoid creepy stuff. What I love most is that when we all follow these rules together, my kids don't feel forced, they actually enjoy it. Break it up. Don't let screens take over. One time, I caught my kid playing a game for an hour straight, eyes red, body slumped. Since then, I've encouraged them to split screen time into chunks. I tell them to set a timer, 20 or 30 minutes, then take a break to run around outside or stretch. One day, after winning a game level, I said, "Do a victory dance," and we all ended up laughing our heads off. Those little breaks aren't just good for their eyes, they make them feel stronger and sleep better too. Get them moving. Joy beyond the screen. You guys, there's nothing better than watching your kids run around outside. At home, I love getting them to play tag, kick a ball, or even gather leaves to make crafts. On rainy days, we crank up some music and dance indoors, jumping around like crazy. I've noticed that when they're caught up in that kind of fun, they forget all about their phones. Seeing them healthy and full of energy makes me so happy. Let their imagination soar. I've also learned that when my kids get creative, it's like a whole new world opens up for them. One day, we took turns telling a story, each adding a silly twist, and we couldn't stop giggling. Or I'll let them draw or mix and match toys. It's amazing for their growth. And it brings us closer too. Reading bedtime stories is our favorite routine. It calms them down and sparks their imagination. Every time they light up retelling a story, It feels like I'm reliving my own childhood. Play with friends. Life skills worth more than gold. Do you remember playing with friends as a kid? I want my kids to have those memories too. So, I set up playdates or sleepovers for them. Watching them learn to share, work through little arguments, or just laugh together. It's incredible how much they grow. Those life skills, like getting along with others, can't come from a screen. They come from real moments with friends. Skip devices before bed, for sweet dreams. I used to let my kid watch something on the phone before bed. And they'd just roll around, unable to sleep. Now, I've made a rule: no devices an hour before bedtime. Instead, I read them a story or we chat about their day. They fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up refreshed. Trust me, try this. It works wonders. No devices in the bedroom, peaceful nights for everyone. One night, I forgot to check, and my kid snuck the phone into their room, texting friends past midnight. After that, I got strict. All phones and tablets stay in the living room at night. No notifications, no disturbances, just good sleep. It's a small change, but it's made a huge difference for us. A heartfelt wrap up. You guys, I really believe that if we pick quality apps, games, or shows for our kids and help them balance screen time, they'll learn to make smart choices as they grow. I don't want my kids to ditch tech. It's part of their world. But I do want them to live healthy, happy lives and enjoy the simple joys beyond the screen. I hope these ideas help you find what works for your family. If you've got any great tips, I'd love to hear them. Wishing you and your kids all the happiness in the world.